Ron DeSantis, depending on which poll you're looking at with regard to the Republican 2024 presidential candidates, or wannabes, is the front runner. Sometimes. But either way, even though he hasn't announced that he is running for president, and Trump is the only one who has announced that he is running for president right now, DeSantis, as the maybe front runner, maybe not, has a big old target on his back. And if you were to ask any of the other Republicans who are considering running for president in 2024, they would tell you that Ron DeSantis is the guy to beat. Now, they haven't said that publicly, but what we have seen over the past week is that multiple different Republicans whose names have been floated as potential candidates for 2024, they have come out swinging against the Florida governor. Here is what New Hampshire Governor Chris Sununu had to say in an interview with Fox News this week. Look, I come from the live free or die state, and private businesses can and should act like private businesses without the fear of being punished by people that might disagree with them. As Sununu just won re-election, so he's got the wind at his back just like DeSantis does. And what he's attacking him over, of course, are the laws that DeSantis has put in place that basically restricts the free speech of corporations, mid-sized companies, and even small businesses, saying that you can't engage in any diversity training that might make people feel guilty about being white. So you are limiting the free speech of corporations, and Sununu says, hey, as a Republican, that's a no-no. As Republicans, we don't go and tell corporations what to do. Corporations tell us what to do. That's what we are as Republicans. Sununu's got a snowball's chance in hell of actually becoming president, so I'm not too worried about him. But one person who I do think could be a sleeper candidate is South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem, also fresh off a re-election, much like DeSantis and Sununu. This week, a spokesperson for Kristi Noem's office, guy with an awesome name, I gotta tell you that, it's Ian Fury. Mr. Fury came out and said this: where was Governor DeSantis? Hiding behind a 15-week ban. Does he believe that 14-week-old babies don't have a right to live? So what Mr. Fury, basically what Kristi Noem's office is mad about, is that Ron DeSantis hasn't gone hard enough against abortion. He's not outright banning it and putting women's lives in danger as much as we are. Oh, they're still putting lives in danger, just, not to the degree that some of these other governors are. Even though we know the voters told us that overturning Roe and enacting abortion bans is what drove a lot of them, millions really, to the polls this past November to vote against Republicans. Even in deep red states, where literal abortion bans were on the ballot, Republican voters said, actually, we don't want that. So you got one side, Kristi Noem's side, who's like, he's not a big enough culture warrior. Sorry, but Ron DeSantis is the biggest culture warrior in the country. Then you got Chris Sununu, who says, he's too mean to the corporations. We gotta be nice to them because they love us so much and give us so much money. Either way, no matter which way you go here, you got one Republican saying he's not extreme enough. You've got another one saying he's not a good enough Republican. And it's all because, as I said, DeSantis has that big target on his back because he's pretty much the front runner. But here's the thing, Republicans. You're attacking him over the dumbest things imaginable. Kristi Noem, your office is actually attacking him for something that's going to hurt Republicans in future elections. Y'all just aren't smart. But you want to attack DeSantis? How about you talk about the fact that Florida has the highest increase in housing costs in the country? Yes, housing costs across the country have risen in recent years, but nowhere has it risen faster than here in the state of Florida, and DeSantis has done nothing. We're getting priced out of home ownership, and DeSantis is worried about corporations making white people feel bad. He has done nothing to improve the economic situation of voters down here in Florida, and yeah, they're struggling. They are suffering. Our minimum wage is garbage. Our tipped minimum wage is way worse. We are getting screwed, and the tip minimum wage, of course, is a big deal here in Florida because our biggest industry is tourism, so that's the service industry. If you want to attack him, there is plenty of things to attack him about. The guy has done nothing other than culture war bullcrap. Y'all could be out there hitting him on that, taking him down as a guy that doesn't know how to legislate, hitting back on his time in Congress when he never had a single bill with his name on it past the chamber. But instead, you're hitting him on the dumbest things imaginable. So even though DeSantis has that big-ass target on his back, y'all still can't even hit the bullseye. Hi, everyone. This here is little Athena. And Athena would like to know why you haven't subscribed to Fair and Balanced yet. So please, don't let Athena down. Subscribe today.